There are many different routes that sponsors and sites can take in order to improve their patient recruitment with minimal adjustments. After having worked on 25 different conditions and with hundreds of research studies, I've created a framework that clinical research associates, or CRAs, and clinical trial managers can follow to quickly come up with a patient recruitment plan that their sites can take action on immediately. Here are the three key areas that I will cover: the type of study, geography, and resources. The first thing a CRA or CTM or even a research site has to consider is what kind of study are we working on? An oncology or rare disease study, interventional study where a drug is tested for efficacy, or an observational study where subjects would just answer questions for the research purpose. Knowing the type of study determines whether the potential clients are looking to solve or relieve a medical ailment, or that they are looking to just hope for more medical research that can help with the particular condition. With this information, we can have a good idea of recruitment plans that are necessary to help you achieve the results that you want. Rare disease considerations. If it is a rare disease study, it's best for the principal investigator to recruit their own patients first, which is the route that I'm sure everyone knows. This is why I would ask PIs to give you a rough estimate of how many of their own patients are expected to join the trial. This is also covered during the feasibility analysis. Now the part everyone misses is encouraging PIs to have a meaningful conversation and inviting them in for an informational session. I'm referring to the patients in the trial. Basically, building rapport with the patient while educating them is important. They can also hold seminars to talk about the condition and gather a large crowd for their convenience. Both of these methods will help you on your trial and win more patients. Additionally, creating pamphlets or brochures and keeping them at the reception desk is always a good move. Even though digital solutions are better, well-made brochures can still be a low-cost winner. I recommend going online to order your flyers and look where to print them for the best prices available. Save yourself tremendous amounts of money by implementing these small changes such as this on your trials. These brochures can be used when approaching patient advocacy groups or support groups. You can then hand them out to the audience as you're speaking. Whether you want to do this to keep the people's attention as you speak, you may want to pass out the brochures after the presentation. However, applying this last strategy is a time-intensive task for the research side. Although in a rare study it can yield amazing results, anything that is worth usually takes time, so remember that. Rare condition online patient recruitment. As you exhaust all your other patient recruitment methods, it may be wise to seek patient recruitment services such as trial joins, online support groups, or a specialized pay-per-click services such as trial joins. Now, which channels you use depends on the specific condition. Some channels offer inherent benefits over the others. For example, trial join has recruited in the past for Cushing's syndrome. This has allowed us to build up our own particular online support groups. As a result, it lowers our acquisition costs over other methods and vendors since we don't pay an online advertising platform fee to reach those patients. Ask vendors about their experience for each of these conditions. Now, using pay-per-click for rare condition patient recruitment leads to a crossroad of which channel to use, Facebook or Google Ads. Each platform reaches populations with different conditions. That's why TrialJoin can guide you in this decision between Facebook or Google or even both. Pay-per-click advertisement. This is a type of advertisement on the internet where you are charged every time a person clicks on your banner or text ad, which is different from traditional advertising where you usually pay a fixed price. This offers more of a performance-based pricing model and allows you to determine the ads are working and aren't. The tracking of clicks is done through automated software, so you don't have to worry. They have ways to control click fraud, which avoid people from constantly clicking on your ads and driving up the cost. Interventional or observational study considerations. If a study isn't focused on a rare disease, subjects will still enroll for research purposes. There's an approach that we take called a cascading approach, which goes from low-cost methods to more budget-intensive programs. So the first one, we use short, concise marketing efforts. This is where putting things such as posters up at local gyms and cafes works as a low-cost solution. If done correctly, they could be placed in many locations for under $100. You can visit our site's articles and videos for tips on how to make these effective posters and flyers. So improve your chances of success by implementing these tips today. You should also use these flyers and distribute them to local support groups for different medical conditions. Interventional study online patient recruitment. As you see a decrease in patient recruitment returns even after using your own recruitment methods, you can move to more digital strategies such as trial runs, online support groups, or online advertising services. This way you can increase the number of referrals you receive as you gain the ability to target patients with different conditions at the right place and at the right time. If you haven't set up online advertising campaigns before, we have a free course on YouTube that walks you through all the nitty-gritty steps of setting up Facebook ads and Google ads. I strongly suggest watching it whether you're a CRA, CTM, PI, or a coordinator. It'll help you tremendously. As a sponsor, you have to look at the study in a granular fashion, per research site location. Every research site will have its own inherent geographical considerations and challenges. Here are some of the considerations. Is this a lower income area? Is this a more area prone to this disease? What is the language spoken in this area? This is very important. These are questions that must be asked when helping a site to recruit patients. Thus, it's important to provide these sites with questions and give them time to answer them. It's important that the sites are thorough with their responses, as this will determine two things. Does the site have enough resources to recruit patients? And how involved does a CRO or sponsor need to be when it comes to helping the site recruit? Lastly, constant communication is always a must for both parties, the site and the CRO/sponsor. Regular meetings focused only on patient recruitment should be scheduled with the site. When sites agree to have weekly or monthly meetings, even if they're just for 15 minutes, this can truly make the difference. This provides an honest relationship as well as complete transparency and little to no room for miscommunication. So remember to schedule those. Hopefully you found these tips helpful. I do hope this framework and set of tips help you crush it with your patient recruitment goals. There aren't many, if any, patient recruitment frameworks out there currently. This is why I'm helping to change that by writing down the ones I use, and I'm sharing them with everyone out there. So hopefully if you found them useful, give me a like and leave some comments. It really helps me know that I'm able to contribute information that does offer you value. So again, this is Anand signing out. Hopefully you enjoyed this.